Stay tuned as a secret is unlocked in the town of Monticello on the Edge of Night next. Then it's love and romance aboard the high seas with the Love Boat this morning at 11 o'clock on Channel 48.
She walked through that door with some startling new revelation. You know everything that I know.
Chief, this is a non-progress report.
I know. All we've got is what the preliminary investigation turned up. One knife, no prints, no witnesses, one suspect.
Well, I really can't believe that Kelly McGrath killed Elliot Dorn.
Why not? Is it too easy? The more I think about the idea, the more it grows on me. The boy certainly had the motive.
Nah, he just got upset because Elliot made a pass at his girlfriend.
Yeah, well, people have been killed for a lot less. And what is this I hear about a discrepancy about his puppets?
Well, he said that he had a dozen puppets on hand at the club, but when the bartender brought them up for him to take home, there were only 11.
You don't think that might be significant?
Kelly said he probably miscounted.
Yeah, well, what if there were 12? What if the murderer removed one from the premises?
Yeah, I suppose a cloth hand puppet could serve the same purpose as a glove.
I think it might be worth looking into, Mr. McGrath's puppets.
Chief, before I do that, there's something I'd like to check out. I can do that right now.
What's that?
Well, you said earlier at the Unicorn that you might have been one of the last people to see Elliot alive. Could you explain that to me?
Yeah, I suppose I ought to make a statement for the record. All right, you listening?
Always listening.
Last night around 11 o'clock, Elliot Dorn showed up at my front door. He was looking for Raven Swift. Raven was with me, as it seems, and Elliot was not too pleased about that, so there was a little bit of a verbal scene. Raven was quite indignant about Elliot tracking her down like that, and I didn't appreciate him barging in on us. But he only stayed about 5 minutes. He told Raven he was going back to his office. There was a document he had to get out of his safe, that he would see her in court in the morning, and then he left.
A document? What does that mean?
Wait a minute. Yes, Helen. We'll send her in. Guess who?
I should have known.
Raven, what do you want?
Well, it looks like Deborah will finally get a chance to show her stuff in a real case. Since you're so good at solving crimes, who killed Elliot Dorn?
The Edge of Night is brought to you by April Fresh Downy, America's favorite fabric softener, and by Mountain Grown Folgers, Mountain Grown coffee, the richest kind.
Ta-da!
What big mugs. Beautiful.
Just made them.
For our store?
Nope, for us. Your coffee's so delicious now our old mugs aren't big enough.
Mrs. Olson, you said Folgers is different.
It's a special blend, best I've tasted.
Mountain grown.
The richest, most aromatic kind of coffee.
Your coffee is so good. We might even need bigger mugs.
Try Mountain Grown Folgers.
What do you think of Charlie?
Interesting. But doesn't your husband have ears?
Huh? I need my smock.
Yours. I just washed this.
Oh, whose is whose?
Maybe I can tell. Feels soft. Smell.
Fresh.
If it feels really soft and smells April fresh, it's got to be Downy, so it's mine.
Downy rinses in softness, freshness, helps rinse out static cling.
Well, I'm getting Downy. Hear that, honey?
April Fresh Downy.
So, Derek, I assume that you have assigned your ace detective to the case.
Deborah Saxon is a member of the investigative team, yeah?
Great, then this case should be cracked in no time.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Raven.
You're welcome. I just know that you have a gift for minding other people's business, so it should be a cinch for you to get to the bottom of this.
I'm going to do my best.
Do you have any leads?
That information is strictly confidential, at least for the time being.
As a matter of fact, Raven, I do have one suspect. And I'm going to do everything in my power to bring that person to justice as soon as possible.
Wonderful. Why don't you start tracking down this nefarious person so Derek and I can have a private conversation?
In a minute. I think if I'm going to conduct a thorough investigation, though, I should ask you a couple of questions.
You want a statement from me? What do I have to say to you?
I don't know. You were a very good friend of Elliot's.
Yes, I was a good friend. A long time ago.
So when was the last time you saw him?
Look, you'll just have to take my word for it that I have nothing to tell you that might help you crack this case. And as much as I would like to have a chat, I cannot give you any statements because I have to be in the courtroom in an hour.
Oh, all right. Then I will see you at your house later this afternoon, maybe this evening.
Don't bother. I have nothing to say.
Nothing to say? Nothing to say to me.
Will you leave me alone?
You know, refusing to cooperate could be considered obstruction of justice.
Derek, do I have to stand here and take this harassment?
All right, Detective. I'll take care of getting Raven's statement.
It's a luck.
It's tougher than I thought going back to New York. Being inside that place really gave me the creeps.
Well, it was right that you told the police everything that happened last night.
You sure asked me an awful lot of questions.
That's routine.
Well, thanks for going with me, Nancy. Having you by my side made me feel a lot better.
I'm glad I went, too.
If the police ask me any more questions, I want to be sure I have Mike by my side. Because after what I told them today, I must be pretty high on their suspect list.
You can't be sure of that, Kelly.
Well, I did have the fight with Elliot Dorn.
That was unfortunate.
I still have my key to the place, too. Which means that I could have snuck back in after hours and...
Kelly, once you were home, you stayed. I can attest to that.
Yeah, but the police must be thinking that I had a motive and an opportunity. That's enough for them to arrest me, isn't it?
They're not going to do any such thing. They're going to find the guilty person.
I had absolutely nothing to do with Elliot Dorn's murder, Nancy. Now, yeah, I hope that you believe that.
I do. But what upsets me is that you're so... Well, you're under such a strain.
The longer this investigation goes on, the greater the probability that the local police are going to find out about what happened in Rome, and I don't want to have that happen, Nancy.
That's it. Okay. I know you want to bury that in the past.
You wouldn't tell them about that, would you?
Oh, no, of course I wouldn't volunteer that information, Kelly. There isn't any reason to.
Thanks, Nancy. I guess I better check on the puppets here. We're gonna have to start auditioning again pretty soon. Let's see what kind of shape they're in. Wait a minute. So that's it.
What's the matter?
I know I had 12 puppets at the disco. I was just looking through my book. I know I had 12.
But there are only 11 here.
No, I had 12. Remember that red-headed clown puppet?
Oh, yes.
It's gone.
Do you believe what one family can do to a bathroom? And it's not just the dirt. It's those bathroom germs. That's why I don't just clean. I cometize, because Comet does more than clean. See? It disinfects as it cleans. So with Comet, I wipe away germs as I cut through dirt. That's cometized. Why, even in the toilet, Comet kills up to 99% of the germs. That's cometized.
Of all the products you can buy, nothing cleans and disinfects your bathroom better than Comet with Chloranol. In fact, Comet is a registered hospital disinfectant.
With my family, I want a bathroom that's more than clean. I cometize.
Wipe away germs as you clean your bathroom. Cometize.
Mom, he took my brownie. Ricky, you can't put it back together.
You can, if it's moist.
It's magic.
Duncan Hines does it with the liquid flavor packets. Duncan Hines brownies. Our magic is our moistness.
Keep it together. The timing's off, Nord. Come on, count! All right, everybody keep working. Jody, I want to talk to you for a second. What's the matter? Your energy level is low, your concentration is gone?
I know. I have a lot of things on my mind.
Well, you had a pretty rough shock last night.
I know. I just can't believe Elliot Dorn is dead.
Believe it.
The way he died, my God, Gavin, he was murdered.
You read about things like this happening every day. Unfortunately, we live in a very violent world.
It just seems so different when you know the person. So real and ugly.
Well, there seem to be a lot of people around here who say it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Well, I don't care what they say. It just seems so terrible.
And I don't mean to sound insensitive, but from what little I know the guy, he will have a very small funeral.
I suppose. How could anybody hate somebody so much that they'd want to kill them?
Dorn seemed to bring out the worst in people. It seemed like just a matter of time before somebody fixed his wagon.
Oh, hi, Gavin.
Hey.
Well, Jody, how are you feeling?
Oh, a little shaken up.
Well, if you came here to do some exercise, join the line.
No, I'm not putting on any warm-up clothes today. I'm here on official business. I got to get Jody's version of what happened last night.
Well, do you have to do it right now? She's still very shaken up.
Unfortunately, yeah, it has to be right now. Look, we'll just take it real slow. Relax.
All right, I'll get back to my class. I don't want to see any police brutality around here.
Come on, pull up a chair.
Well, what do you want to know, Calvin? Or should I say Detective Stoner?
No, actually, yeah. Calvin will do just fine. All I want you to do is tell me what happened in this fight between Kelly and Elliot last night.
Well, it wasn't Kelly's fault.
No? Well, what precipitated it?
Elliot Dorn made a pass at me.
And Kelly didn't take very kindly to that, huh?
Well, Kelly's told Elliot before just to leave me alone, but Elliot Dorn had a one-track mind.
I see. So in spite of his objections, he continued to harass you?
Yeah. Only last night was really the worst. Elliot had been drinking. Well, even I thought with the way he was coming on to me that he was going to get to know me better. Better than I wanted him to.
And, Kelly came to your rescue, is that it?
Yeah. God, you should have seen the fight they had. Kelly threw a punch at Mr. Dorn and knocked him right down.
But the fight didn't end there, did it? I mean, Kelly came at him again, right? Really blew his top?
Well, yeah, he lost his temper.
Completely uncontrolled, would you say?
No, now, wait a second. I didn't mean to make it sound as if Kelly was some sort of a wild man. He was just protecting me. Kelly was provoked. He's not a violent person. He's really very, very gentle.
Okay.
Calvin, if you have some sort of idea that Kelly went back to the Unicorn and killed Elliot Dorn in cold blood, you're wrong. It's just not possible.
Jody, I don't think anything right now. I'm just asking questions.
Orange juice. It's remarkably appealing. Great tasting. Naturally nutritious. 100% pure orange juice from Florida. It isn't just for breakfast anymore.
Wake up, Bobby. Breakfast time.
Scarecrow.
With Quaker Corn Bran.
I must be dreaming.
Nope, Quaker Corn Bran's for real.
Bran, Billy.
But Corn Bran's the first cereal made with a bran of corn.
So
it tastes great.
No kidding.
Would I kid a kid? You'll love it. Take it from me.
Okay.
My box.
Quaker Corn Bran. The benefit of bran.
The great taste of corn.
Butterball presents
The spirits of the first turkey lovers.
Time for Dad's surprise. This wee bird, 'tis already stuffing. Frozen for freshness. Goes freezer to oven. No toil.
Stuffed Butterball. Delicious stuffing with real celery and onion. Tastes fresh as homemade.
Turkey on a weekday?
We worked all day.
They play it all day.
Stuffed butterball from Swift. One of 3 ways to make any dinner special.
The dog, the telephone, the children, the doorbell.
Calgon, take me away.
Let Calgon Baths take you away from it all to a world where lush fragrances and soft, silky waters caress your body, relax your mind. It's another world in a Calgon bath. Fragrant Calgon Baths. Lose yourself in luxury.
You really get into these cases, don't you?
I just have this big thing about the 10 Commandments, you know, especially the one that says, thou shalt not kill.
Well, I hope you get your man.
We will. We will. Look, as long as I'm here, I might as well tell you, until this case is solved, I won't have much time for classes.
Well, you ought to stop in and do some exercises. It'll be good for keeping the tension of the job away from you and loosening your muscles.
Well, I don't know. I might.
Can I ask you a question?
Shoot.
Well, I've been hearing some scuttlebutt, and do you really think that Kelly McGrath is the man you're looking for?
Gavin, this investigation is strictly confidential.
Well, what about an opinion?
Well, I don't really have enough information to have an opinion one way or the other.
You know, Kelly is not one of my favorite people, but I never thought to peg him as the killer type.
Gavin, there is no such thing as the killer type.
Now, that's your psych classes showing
Look,
through.
the jails are full of people who are up for murder, and they're all types, from professional hitmen to little old ladies.
Okay, I get your point.
I mean, you just can't tell what somebody's like on the inside based on what they're like on the outside.
You're not going to get any argument from me about that.
How this got to be a bestseller, I'll never know. Hello. Hello?
How's my little angel Martine doing?
Sky, I finally hear from you. Where are you, at the airport?
I'm sorry to disappoint you, babe. I'm still at my hotel in Paris.
But I thought you were arriving today.
Well, a hitch developed in the deal I was working with that repertory company, and I'm going to have to stick around a little bit and smooth the director's ruffled feathers. It can't be helped.
So when I will be seeing you now?
Well, I'll catch the very first supersonic jet I can. It won't be more than a day or 2. Do you miss me?
Of course I do. Listen, how can you do this to me, leaving me stranded like this?
I know Monticello isn't Rome or Paris or New York, but it's a pretty big little town. You'll manage.
I'm bored stiff. I was considering scrubbing the floors to give myself something to do. And that's not funny.
That'll be the day.
Oh, yes?
Well, listen, why don't you make the best of the situation? Go out and do something.
Like what?
How about shopping? That usually manages to amuse you. I think most of my accounts are still open at the stores.
You know I hate to do things by myself, and I don't know a soul here.
Then read a good book. Or clear some space and do your exercises. That'll kill some time, and it'll be good for you.
I'm going to hate it here. I just know it.
Look, Sherry, there are things I've got to do. I try to have fun.
Listen.
I'll call you tonight.
Listen.
Au revoir.
Listen, Sky. Have fun. I just can't stand it. I'm stiff. I can't work out here. I just can't. I need space. Dance to Wiley Dance Studios. Could it be him?
Hurry, hon. You're late for night school.
Are you sure you can handle this whole mess?
Ah, your new husband's a pro at laundry.
Yeah, well, you'll need a lot to get this clean.
Just some Era.
Ha! Some pro you are. Now, you need powder, spray for grease, and liquid for collars.
Era has ingredients like these. Cleans your whole wash all by itself.
You mean Era cleans more than my powder? Even something like axle grease?
I'm telling you.
Husbands, do it my way.
You used to trust me.
Bye.
Wives. Era's all I need.
He's right. Even on dirt this tough, when we test Era against powder, Era cleans better all by itself.
Hi, hon. Great job. Pants, collars, really clean. See, you did need all my things.
All I used was Era.
Come on, what about that grease?
It's clean.
Era cleaned all this?
All by itself. I guess you found a new detergent.
I guess you found a new job.
Era cleans it.
All by itself.
Linda Carter meets a young alien on Wonder Woman tonight at 6 o'clock on Channel 48.
Oh, hey, Red, what's up?
What are you hypnotized by these dancers or what?
It's kind of hard standing on the sidelines, you know?
Look, I gotta talk to you.
What are you all hipped up about?
I just came from the chief's office.
Yeah, don't tell me there's been a break in the Dawn case already.
No, not yet, but we're getting close. I came across a fascinating piece of information.
Oh, yeah? Let's have it.
You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Guess where Elliot went when he left the Unicorn last night?
Where?
To Derek's apartment.
Wow. What do you want to talk to him for?
He was trying to catch Raven and the chief together.
Good old Elliot, a creep to the very end.
Okay, listen to this. Right before he left, they had an argument. He said he was going back to the Unicorn to get a document, and he would see Raven in court.
And how are we going to find out what that means?
Let's get on over to the Unicorn and try to find it ourselves.
After you.
We've got things you can be sure of, like a friend you'd never trade. Baseball rallies, election tallies, and the taste of Minute Maid.
You're sure of kids and clowns, wedding gowns, helpful folks in friendly towns, and the taste of Minute Maid.
The great taste of 100% pure Minute Maid orange juice is never going to change, and that you can be sure of.
Make sure of the taste. Make sure of the taste. Make it Minute Maid.
Sir, have you ever had a Stouffer's French bread pizza?
Gee, I guess so.
Maybe you've forgotten how good they taste. Italian cheeses, perfectly blended sauce.
Oh, this sure looks good.
Take your pick. Deluxe, sausage and mushroom, pepperoni.
Hey, it's really good. Fresh tasting. Just one thing.
Yes?
Isn't it a little funny looking for a pizza?
Well, nobody's perfect. Stouffer's, the funny-looking pizza with a great fresh taste.
Tonight on Happy Days, the Franz Justice's dazzling beauty contest. Then Laverne panics when Shirley severs the buddy system. Tomorrow on Good Morning America, former Representative Michael Meyer.
2 in fabulous Las Vegas. No purchase necessary. Remember, our sale lasts only 12 days, so hurry down while the selection is best. Imperial leather, fabulous leather.